the little girl suddenly gains a special ability. But it's not about seeing the future. She can see her grandfather who has passed away. She points ahead and says, "Grandpa's right there." But when her dad looks, there's nothing but empty grass. He thinks she's just talking nonsense, figures it's a fever hallucination, so he quickly carries her home. But what he doesn't know is that her unseen grandpa is standing there, worried about her. As soon as they get home, her mom checks Lucy's temperature. The fever's still there. She starts to panic a little, decides to take her to the hospital the next day. But Lucy seriously says, "There's something more important than seeing a doctor. Christmas is coming. Before then, she has to finish a picture book." She says it's a task from God. Lately, she's been dreaming about a man who looks really sad. Her mom doesn't fully understand, but still agrees. Lucy asks for a marker, getting ready to write a countdown on the board. Her mom smiles and says yes, even jokes that it was her job anyway, but she has no idea that over the next 24 days, Lucy is going to do something very special. What happened during the day makes her dad think of his own father. He wishes that if he looked up, his dad would still be there, but he knows that's impossible. Yet at that very moment, his father is actually watching him. Every night, Grandpa quietly comes to see Lucy. He softly calls her first, then sits by her bed, telling her warm stories. Seeing his granddaughter sick, he can't help but tear up. The next morning, her mom takes Lucy to the hospital. After the checkup, the doctor turns serious. It's not just a cold, it's acute pneumonia. She must take antibiotics on time. The doctor also warns, if the meds don't work, they need to come back immediately. Her mom gets really anxious, but Lucy comforts her instead, saying she'll get better. Even though she's young, she's very good at caring for others' feelings, and that only makes her mom hurt more. What they don't realize is, this illness is just beginning. After they get home, Lucy refuses to take the medicine because it's too bitter. No matter how her dad tries, it doesn't work. While they're stuck, Lucy suddenly laughs because Grandpa is talking beside her, but her dad has no idea what's going on. Lucy repeats what Grandpa says. Her dad instinctively looks outside, but sees nothing. He tells her to stop making things up. He thought taking medicine would be hard, but with Grandpa's encouragement, Lucy starts taking it obediently. Even though she has no appetite, she still drinks the chicken soup her mom makes, but in her heart, she keeps thinking about the man in her dreams. She often draws alone, sketching his face, and that man will soon appear in real life. But her condition doesn't improve. It keeps getting worse. Her coughing becomes more frequent. Her mom doesn't dare wait, and rushes her to the hospital overnight. After another checkup, the result is worse. The illness has progressed. She must be hospitalized immediately. The next morning, Lucy tells her dad she dreamed of that sad man again. She says she doesn't know him, but feels he needs help. She even asks if her dad can see Grandpa. He immediately says no. Lucy feels a bit upset, thinking he doesn't believe her. Even though her dad disagrees, seeing how serious she is, he doesn't argue further. In the afternoon, Lucy is taken for tests. On the way, she suddenly sees a man in handcuffs. She recognizes him instantly. It's the man from her dreams. Her dad gets nervous hearing that, and instinctively denies it. But her grandma thinks it actually does look similar. After Lucy returns to her room, her dad feels more and more uneasy. He immediately asks a nurse about it. The nurse says, the man's name is Harley. He's a serious offender, and has kidney failure. He's under guard, so there's no danger. Only then does her dad relax a little. During this time, Lucy's condition keeps getting worse. Her dad is already very anxious. At that moment, Grandpa stands at the door, watching his son worry, but unable to do anything. The doctor walks in, lightens the mood a bit, then asks the parents to step outside. The doctor says, the results aren't good. The infection is severe. They'll increase the medication, but if it spreads to the blood, it will become very dangerous. In the worst case, it could be life-threatening. Hearing this, the parents break down. They hold each other, unable to stop crying. They never thought a seemingly normal illness would turn into this. Lucy grows weaker and weaker. Meanwhile, Harley is also struggling with his illness. He often stares at a photo of his family. It's his only comfort. One night, a guard rushes in, saying he's hiding contraband, but it turns out, it's just that photo. At night, the hospital becomes very quiet. While her dad is asleep, Lucy sneaks out of her room. After a few steps, she meets a janitor. The man looks very sad. Lucy starts talking to him. She learns he just lost his wife. She gently comforts him, and promises to draw him a picture. Then, Lucy goes to find Grandpa, and asks when she'll get better. But Grandpa tells her she still has things to do. With Grandpa's help, Lucy goes to Harley's room. Harley sees her, and looks cold. He doesn't know how she got in. Lucy says she wants to be his friend, and that she's seen him in her dreams. But Harley doesn't believe her, and doesn't want to talk. Lucy doesn't give up. She says she'll come again tomorrow, and helps pick up his things. Just then, a guard hears something, and comes in. Lucy quickly hides, and sneaks away. The guard doesn't see anyone else, but thinks Harley is acting strange. No one knows. This little girl will slowly change Harley's life. The next morning, Lucy suddenly has trouble breathing. Her grandma panics, and rushes to get a doctor. Grandpa can only watch. The nurse quickly arrives, puts an oxygen mask on her, and stabilizes her for now. But that afternoon, the test results come back, and it's worse. Her white blood cell count keeps rising. It means the previous meds are no longer working. The doctor decides to try a new treatment. Her dad pushes Lucy to the treatment room. In the hallway, they run into Harley again. Lucy talks to him, even asks about his illness. She even says she wants to help him. Her dad doesn't understand why she's acting like this. To him, Harley doesn't deserve sympathy. But Lucy insists he's not a bad person, just sick. Her dad says nothing more, and quietly pushes her away. At the end of the hallway, Lucy greets Grandpa again. Even though her dad can't see him, he feels something stir inside. That night, Lucy sneaks out again. She first gives the drawing to the janitor. It shows him and his wife happy together. He's deeply moved. Then, Lucy goes to Harley's room again. This time, his attitude changes. When he sees her, there's a bit of light in his eyes. For the first time, he tells her his name. Lucy is happy. She feels they're friends now. She asks to see the photo. After a moment, Harley takes it out. It's a torn and taped together family picture. Lucy feels a little sad. Harley says he made mistakes, hurt his family, and was never forgiven. He thinks seeing them again is impossible. But Lucy seriously says he can start by apologizing. Maybe there's still a chance. Then, Lucy points to the door again and says Grandpa is there. Even though Harley can't see him, he doesn't deny it. He chooses to believe. Lucy then asks him to read to her. She sits by the bed, listening carefully, until she gets sleepy, and leaves. On her way back, she meets an elderly woman. They chat for a while, and quickly become friends. The woman says she misses her late husband. Lucy comforts her, saying they're always with us. The woman is deeply touched. From then on, every night, Lucy sneaks out. She walks around the hospital, talking to different people, comforting them. She also visits Harley every day. He starts telling her stories too. Slowly, he's no longer so depressed. He even waits for her every day. But as Christmas gets closer, Lucy becomes weaker. She needs oxygen every day. The doctors try many methods, but nothing works. Everyone understands her time is running out, but she keeps drawing every day, remembering her promise to deliver the pictures before Christmas. The countdown on the board is down to the last day. In the hallway, Lucy sees two people standing outside Harley's room. She immediately understands they're his family. Sure enough, when Harley sees his wife and daughter, he breaks down crying. He always thought they had abandoned him. He had even lost hope. But at that moment, he realizes he was wrong. He hugs his daughter tightly and keeps apologizing. At the same time, Lucy prepares her final gift. She writes down her wish to donate one of her kidneys to Harley. The doctors are shocked, but she's too young. They need parental consent. Her grandma doesn't understand, but the doctor says it is possible, and they are a match. Lucy holds her dad's hand, begging him. She doesn't want to lose her friend. Her dad looks at her and starts to waver. At that moment, Grandpa at the door already understands everything. He leans against the wall, silently crying. On Christmas Eve, Lucy wants to personally give the picture book to Harley, but she's too weak to walk. Her dad carries her. Before leaving, she writes 0 on the countdown. Her dad carries her out, passing one room after another. Lucy asks him to stop. She waves at each room. Everyone's eyes fill with tears. They all know this is goodbye. Only then does her dad realize how many people she knows. She's been quietly bringing warmth to everyone. They arrive outside Harley's room. Her dad wonders how she used to get in. Right then, an alarm suddenly goes off. The guard is distracted. Her dad quickly carries Lucy inside. When Harley sees her, he smiles immediately. He tells her his family has forgiven him. Lucy hands him the picture book. It's filled with hope and change for him. Seeing all this, her dad's view of Harley starts to change, but Lucy's breathing gets more and more difficult. They have to leave. Just as they step out, Lucy sees a key. She insists on returning it. That key feels like a new beginning for Harley. Back in the room, Lucy suddenly struggles to breathe. Her dad holds back tears and tells her a story. Lucy reaches out, wipes his tears, and comforts her mom. Meanwhile, Harley opens the book. Inside, it says Lucy wants to save him and hopes he can start over. At that moment, he finally awakens. The next morning, the doctors do everything they can, but they can't save Lucy. She passes away. Almost at the same time, Harley feels something is wrong. He endures the pain and walks out of his room, wanting to see her one last time, but he's too late. At that moment, Lucy's dad looks up and feels like he sees her. She's standing at the door, like an angel. He runs after her. At the end of the hallway, he really sees her. Beside her is Grandpa. Lucy waves at him, then slowly walks away to a place without pain. Lucy is gone, but her warmth remains. Her parents fulfill her wish and donate her organs. One of her kidneys goes to Harley. The surgery is successful. Harley begins to change, living seriously and returning to his family. As time passes, her parents heal little by little. Later, they have a son. Laughter returns to the house, but in her dad's heart, he always remembers Lucy. One day, his child asks what he's looking at. He softly says, "I'm looking at Lucy."